Good afternoon. Jeremy from Hike On here. I want to tell you guys about my sleep gear, or my sleep system. On Christmas Day, I tried it out in my yard. Yeah, that lame thing of putting your tent up and camping in your yard, but it was cold and I didn't want to I wanted to see what my sleep system could do. And it did great. Way better than how I started backpacking. I'll share with you guys the evolution of my sleep system. Sorry. Out of breath. Climbing these little hills. These little Michigan hills. I set up my tent in my yard. It was it 15 or 16 degrees when I went to bed. I woke up at 1 o'clock to go to the bathroom. It was 9 degrees out and I was toasty warm. Oh man, I was so happy. Went back, crawled back into my cold sleeping bag after going to the bathroom, and just took a few minutes and it was toasty warm again. When I got up in the morning, it was 6 degrees. I wasn't toasty warm anymore, but I was still pretty warm. I mean, I had a couple spots that weren't ideal, but it was 6 degrees out. I mean, I could feel like a little bit of a coolness, you know. I was still warm, my feet were warm. That's a big thing for me, my feet being warm. If my feet are cold, I'm not sleeping. But might think I'm excessive with my sleep system, but I think I'm gonna carry at least my bag the entire way. My sleep system has evolved. For my sleeping pads, I started with the Walmart close-off foam roll-up pad. That thing was awkward to carry. It's hard to get it strapped to my pack, right? And I've tried hollowing it out, shoving it into my backpack, like I heard some people say. It's just awkward. I mean, it worked good for what you're supposed to use it for. I mean, it did, till you're actually on it, it did want to keep rolling up on you, but it was comfortable. Then I upgraded to the Z Lite, which is another closed-cell foam pad, which is, it's pretty popular on the trail. And it's comfortable. But most of my, oh, here we go downhill. Most of my backpack trips have been in the colder times. So I could feel the cold coming from the ground. I could feel that cold coming up through my sleeping pad. And it just wasn't comfortable in that aspect. Just wasn't comfortable in that aspect. I really I really need to be warm when I sleep. But I may switch to using that when it gets warmer out, because I like to take naps. Even when I hike, I like to take naps. And that Z-Light, that's comfortable enough for me. And it's so much, it's so easy just to unstrap it, throw it down. Hope that's clear. I just dropped my phone in the snow. Then I switched to the Thermarest Neo Air X Therm. The highest rated R value sleeping pad I can find. It's got like 2.5 inches of loft. So yeah, it's real comfortable to sleep on. And it's great. When it got down to 6 degrees though, on Christmas, I put my bare face on the sleeping pad, and it was cold for a couple seconds, maybe 5 seconds or so, and then it warmed right up. I had to check that my face was actually on the sleeping pad and not my sleeping bag. So that's great. Really great. But I'm got the extra long X-Therm. I think that might have been a mistake. I think I could have done with the regular, which would have cut a few ounces off. I think it's 1 pound 4 ounces, I believe, if I'm remembering right, for the long. But that's what I got now. And like I said, when it's warmer, I might switch back to that Z-Light, just because it's so much more convenient to just throw down a pad rather than inflating it. And then plus, if I want a cowboy camp, I don't have to worry about finding something to put my sleeping pad on. I don't want to put it on my tent. If you watch Dixie's videos of her the Pacific Crest Trail, she was cowboy camping using her tent as a ground sheet for her sleep pad, and she has some holes rubbed into her tent, her Z-Pack's tent. She don't know if that's where it came from, but I ain't gonna risk that. And that's that. My sleeping bags. Okay, I did a lot of research a couple years ago when I first found out about the Appalachian Trail and decided to start backpacking. I did, and I came across the Mountain Hardwear Hyperlumina Flame. It's a 20-degree synthetic bag that's about 3 pounds. I can't remember. I think it might have been just over 3 pounds. I'm not sure. And that thing was not keeping me warm. I slept in 19 degrees, which is obviously not what it's made for. But I froze. I slept in 35 degrees. I froze. I slept in 50 degrees. That still was uncomfortable. I think it might just be me, because like I say, I sleep very cold. I sleep with, before I got a dog, I slept with 4 comforters all the time. Now that I got a dog that sleeps with me and keeps my feet warm, I sleep with 2 comforters year round. So I need warmth, or I just can't sleep. So I jumped on the grenade, spent the money, and I got the Enlightened Equipment Conundrum. It's, I got the negative 10 degree, long, wide, and the Conundrum is a sleeping bag. It's not a, it's a hybrid. You can use it as a sleeping bag or a quilt. But I do not want any drafts coming in on me, so I will be using it as a sleeping bag. It comes in at 40 ounces. That's 2.5 pounds. And like I said, Christmas, man, it was 6 degrees when I woke up, and I was comfortable. So I slept with it on 35 degrees too, and I was comfortable. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna carry that bag the whole way. Until next time, hike on.